Today we're diving into Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 17, aka the Christine's Wedding Special 2.0.
Seriously, didn't we already see this like a whole year ago? It's like deja vu with the sight of Cody cutting down a tree, because clearly that's the thrilling content we all signed up for.
And can we talk about the many times Cody and Robyn are going to pretend they're so happy for Christine? We get it, guys. You're thrilled.
Buckle up, because this episode is grasping at straws, and we're here to laugh through it with you.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Sam.
And I'm Melissa.
I was raised in a family with 4 moms and 35 kids. We were members of the FLDS Church, which is a polygamous group run by their prophet Warren Jeffs, who is now serving a life sentence in prison.
I was raised mainstream LDS in Utah. Sam and I have been married for 10 years. 5 years into our marriage, we left religion altogether, and we have 2 awesome kiddos.
Yes, we do. We want to quickly thank our donors, YouTube members, patrons on Patreon, and all of our wonderful subscribers. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes, today we are back at it with Sister Wives, and let me tell you right now, if you have not seen this episode and you've already seen Christine's wedding episode a whole year ago, just skip it. You can watch this 20-minute video on double speed, of course, because who wants to listen to us talk in normal time?
Yeah, exactly.
And then it'll turn into 10 minutes. You'll be good to go.
Yeah.
So just going to throw that out there right from the start.
Unless, of course, you want to see the episode over again. For us,
it is deja vu. It is like the exact same thing. Like, I almost wanted to go and do like a side-by-side comparison and like see if it was exactly the same or if they changed anything. Because it's been a whole year, so maybe I don't remember perfectly.
At first, I was thinking, oh, they added a few details here and there. They added a couple things that Meri was saying and maybe possibly what Robyn and Cody were saying. But honestly, maybe I just forgot those few things. But there was a lot of deja vu, a lot of similar things. Mostly it is about Christine, which normally we just get over with what's going on in Christine's life in a couple seconds here. So the episode's going to be a couple seconds long.
Yeah. No, we better do the opposite. So today we'll start with Meri, which they talk a little bit about Meri, about the fact that it is Halloween time. She talks about the fact that growing up in the AB, they did not celebrate Halloween, which is very common in polygamous groups. Did you get to celebrate Halloween?
Oh, heavens no. I think that Meri said something along the lines of it's like Satan's Day or something like that.
Yeah, it's the devil's holiday.
The devil's holiday. And that is the way I was raised too. Halloween, of all of the celebrations, Halloween would be the absolute worst thing you could celebrate. So yes, there's no chance of that. And I remember thinking that it is an evil day and don't get involved, and that even going and if we were out of town on a job site or something doing work, to stay as far away as possible from parties and things going on, because we actually believe that evil spirits were present in those.
Oh, dang. In the mainstream LDS, we do the typical children Halloween stuff, trick-or-treating, do trunk-or-treats, have chili. Like, I don't know. It's very much just like the normal cultural norm.
Yeah.
Obviously, nothing satanic about it if you choose not to have it be. So that's in the mainstream LDS church, we celebrate Halloween and do trick-or-treating and all that. It
took me a while to come around to the fact that Halloween is okay. And the first thing, or the first Halloween that we celebrated with our daughter, our first child, she loved everything about it. And she still loves Halloween. And so I had to switch my mindset that, there's actually just fun family times you can have. You don't have to focus on the evil things as I was taught that it was all about.
Yeah, definitely. But Meri mostly, I mean, it's just another episode talking about her moving forward with her life, her getting to be more of her true, authentic self, talking about the fact that she used to love to decorate. Then in Flagstaff, she stopped decorating because no one was around to see it. She even talked about only decorating like a Christmas tree one year.
One Christmas.
Which is super sad. But now that she's around friends and people who support her and she's able to be authentic with, she's going to start decorating again.
Yeah, she said she decorated a Christmas tree the first Christmas in Flagstaff. She said no one saw it except for her. And so then she said, well, there's no point. And yeah, I just feel bad for her, because celebrations, these big holiday celebrations for the Brown family, were always such big events. To go from big events to absolutely no one around. And I know that was during the COVID time,
Which is Robyn's excuse for everything, by the way.
Her and Cody.
Yeah, everything is always like nobody else used that excuse. Even Janelle and Christine, they were like, oh, yeah, we used to love to get to see everything Meri would do for holidays. And that was definitely her creative outlet. And they seemed like supportive and had like fond memories of it. And then it goes to Robyn and she's like, oh, well, we moved to Flagstaff right before COVID. And so
everything is
I'm like, okay, so Robyn, did you not decorate a tree? Did Cody never see your tree because it was COVID? Because Meri followed the same rules you did, but for some reason.
Yeah, no, it's very obvious that both Robyn and Cody have been in this cahoots, I guess, together, and have discussed the fact that in order to get away with our behavior, we're going to blame everything on COVID-19.
Yeah.
Literally, that is what has happened.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we finally were able to become the monogamous that we had secretly wanted to be forever. And we could blame it on COVID and say that it was everybody else's fault and not our fault, and not to take accountability for any of their actions. So it's all COVID's fault, according to Robyn. And that's why, you know, Meri didn't get any attention or wasn't able to, or didn't feel a need to decorate.
Which we all know is not true because Meri was following all the COVID-19 rules if you want to go there. But of course, she just still wasn't allowed to be around. It just, it definitely brought out all the true colors in the Brown family.
Yeah.
That, you know what? We're going to turn into our true selves. And some of them stuck together and did things together. The ones that wanted to, and the ones that didn't want to be
together
didn't. Yeah. Simple as that.
And I will say Meri continues to have, I'm surprised how much stuff she has from the Brown family. Not just her and Cody's relationship. She had the flowers from their recommitment celebration or ceremony in Las Vegas. So she put those at the graveyard. Like there's all sorts of funny symbolism that she pulls out. It seems like every single episode they're like, what can you find in your storage unit, Meri, that we can make an episode about? Because I feel like, and we'll talk about this more later, but I feel like these episodes are starting to grasp at straws, and we're trying to find ways to connect them when there's less and less to connect them through or about. Basically.
Some people only watch our videos. They don't actually watch the Sister Wife videos. So we need to clarify that the graveyard you're speaking of is a fake graveyard that she used as a decoration in front of her home. That she used these flowers for.
Can you imagine her taking them to a real gravestone? She's like, here you go. Here you go.
That's why I wanted to clarify. But they, in a joking way, but also kind of true, were saying that it symbolizes the fact that the Brown family is or has come to an end in many ways, that the big family they had is no longer. So they were joking about this is the reason we're going to use these flowers in a graveyard setting.
I'm just wondering if she comes up with these things, these last few episodes where there's like something that happens that she has to pull something out of storage that she hasn't seen in years, or like is it the producers or is it her?
Like, Meri, what do you got in your
what do you have that we could tie into Halloween that has to do with the Brown family? Ooh, flowers.
Because last episode it was the quilt.
Yeah, that Cody asked for his stuff back.
We had some of our subscribers and commenters say that they don't believe that the quilt thing was Cody at all. Trying to do anything. They think it was producers saying, hey, we got to create something to film here because doggone it, Cody, we don't want to watch you cut down another tree.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, who knows whether or not it's the producers or if it's actually them coming up with these, because some of them are getting ridiculous. And it's grasping at straws. Apparently, because they also will get into Christine's wedding. It's beautiful. It's a great day. It's all the things that we saw a whole year ago. This was a year ago. It was last January that we watched this episode. And I thought maybe we would see like more behind the scenes or footage that we didn't see in the wedding special. Mm-hmm. No, it was like the exact same thing. Like, did they not have more footage to give us?
Yeah.
Something more exciting. Yeah. I was really disappointed.
No, yeah, you're right. I was going to say, but they showed a little bit more about the preparation for the wedding, but that was in previous episodes. It wasn't this episode.
Yeah, it was leading up to this. This episode was like the same.
Episode has been shown already. So anyway, yes, the Christine wedding. We will say, I mean, they had a beautiful day.
Yep,
everything went
was
well.
Great.
They made a joke about braiding their hair like a polygamist, referring to the FLDS people where I came from. That was the one thing that was like, oh, haha, you know. Other than that, it was just a good wedding. Everyone was happy. Her and David seemed happy.
All the kids were super supportive, talking about how much they love David, how much they love David's family. They did talk a lot about the fact that it felt like the first time in a long time that the whole Brown family felt togetherness and that there was a big group. And I think the fact that David has a large family as well and that it grew in that big way maybe filled the void a little bit of the fact that there was, you know, Robyn's kids and their dad that's not there. I mean, it's kind of painful to watch them over and over and over. The producers ask obviously the same question of whether or not Kody and Robyn are happy for Christine. How did you find out? Are you happy for them? Like, if I'd hear one more time them say, oh, we're just happy for them and we want them. Yeah, we get it. Like,
Yeah.
And pretending like Robyn was like pretending, oh, yeah, we weren't invited because we're outcasts and they want to exclude us and blah, blah. It's like, you're not invited because you're married to her ex-husband. Like, it is a perfectly acceptable thing to not invite your ex-husband to your new wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it's
not because they're trying to be mean to you.
yes, even though they have kids together, that's still awkward, I would think, to invite.
Why would
I've
you
never
do that?
personally experienced this, but I can't imagine that you'd want to invite your ex and the wife of your ex that kind of blew everything apart to come to your wedding to what? Sit there and be awkward and make things seem awkward? Kody, of course, thinks that it's because he would outdance her now husband, so that's why they weren't invited.
Yeah, Kody says he had FOMO, but at least he was a lot more real about the fact that even though he was making stupid jokes about it, he didn't seem to be bothered or he completely understood why they weren't invited. Where Robyn was more like emotional about it and I'm, you know, oh, we're outcasts and that's
Once
why.
again, I think that Robyn is pretending in these cases. Personally, I've come to this conclusion. I don't think she cares. I don't think she's sad. I don't think she would have wanted to go. She wouldn't have gone, I don't think, even if she had been invited.
Why?
But why say, oh, I'm so sad? It's got to be pretending at this point.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up the fact that Kody found out about the wedding because he visited his sister's house and saw the wedding invitation, which means that there's still a good relationship with Cody's side of the family, just not Kody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's something to consider. And also, in the beginning, they said, oh, Kody found out because he saw the invitation at someone's house he was visiting. And my first thought was, you can tell me.
I thought the same as you.
Maybe he's actually visiting his kids. Wow, that's amazing that he's finally making that effort. And
That's
then later
what I thought too.
And then later we find out, oh no, it was his sister's house, so he's still not visiting his kids. Anyway, so that was disappointing because I had that slight bit of hope that he was visiting his kids, maybe even getting some of those relationships back.
Yeah, well, he talked about the fact that his door is open. He has a handout to his kids, but his kids have to walk through that door. And he straight up said that he's not willing to sever any type of relationship or, how do you say it? I won't cut off Robyn for a relationship with my kids.
Why would he have to? Robyn's over here saying that all she wants is Kody to have a relationship with his kids. That's all I want in my life. Just, Kody, fix your relationship with your kids. This is important. And then he's saying, but in order to have a relationship with my kids, I'd have to ruin my relationship with Robyn?
Yeah, he keeps saying that. We haven't heard anything from the kids about like, oh, we want you to leave Robyn or cut off your relationship with Robyn in order to have a relationship with us. So I think Kody keeps acting like she's like the scapegoat. Like somehow it's Robyn's being blamed for all of this. And I don't know if that's his way of skirting around his own responsibility or what. But I mean, he does talk about his family now. He talks about the fact that it's kind, pleasant, beautiful, but it's very small. And talking about the fact that that's kind of hard for him because he's used to being the center of attention and realizing that he needs a lot of attention. But now he's a monogamist. Although he did mention, which as soon as this was said, Sam was like, okay, this shows you into what it's like with a plural family and polygamy in general, right? Because he said, I'm a monogamist, so now my wife gets to make rules.
And whether he was joking or not, because he did kind of chuckle, it goes to show the only reason that joke came into his mind was because it's true. In polygamous families, the man is in charge. Or at least that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's set up to be in most cases. And so that was just some insight behind the curtain that even though he claimed, oh no, the wives have all the say in the world, I'm giving them this ability to all make decisions together, he still thought he was supposed to be in charge when he had multiple wives. And now Robyn is able to make some of those choices. But my first thought was, no, I think Robyn came into this thinking she was living a monogamous lifestyle from the beginning, and she was making rules from the beginning.
Yeah. And you can see that in so many different cases. And you hear more of that behind the scenes stuff as well, that Robyn wanted to have that equal partnership that isn't really truly possible in a plural marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And that could easily be why the whole family got broken up, right? Because if she wants that equal partnership, and in the way that she's viewing it, coming from a monogamous relationship before that,
Right.
and wanting that, and then not being able to, I don't want to say like share properly, but you all know what I'm talking about. It's going to make it hard.
I mean, I don't know that I would defend Robyn and Cody by any means, but sort of in their defense, I don't think that it is natural to share a spouse, right? I know that, animal kingdom, this is perfectly normal, yada, yada, yada. But not in today's world, it's not. I don't think anyone is cut out to be willing to share equally. I mean, maybe there are the rare occasions out there, but even in my household, growing up in polygamy, there were still maybe it worked out most of the time, but there were moments where there was jealousy, there were problems, but they had to just learn how to deal with it because they thought they were doing what God wanted them to do.
Yeah, I'd say it's very, very tough. I don't know if I've seen a successful one without there being a deep, deep tie to a religious reason for there being a polygamous relationship to begin with. And even then, even Cody said he hadn't ever seen one.
I mean, we've seen I would say the closest thing to that we've seen that doesn't have to do with religion now is the Brady Williams and his family from My 5 Wives. We had him on here and did an interview with him, and they have been able to make it work even without religious now, with the religious aspect.
But it started with the religious aspect.
It started with religious aspect. And I was going to say, he still will admit that even though it is, yes, working out, it is still very challenging.
Yes.
So,
and he doesn't promote it for everyone and say this is a lifestyle for everyone either. And he recognizes the challenges. So, which is super cool of him. Super cool guy, super awesome family. But still, that is a very rare instance.
Yep.
But overall, watching Cody be a monogamist and trying to cut down trees because just why? As they started showing us and he's like, oh, I've cut down many trees in my day and this and that. I'm like, is this what Sister Wives has become? Where we're just going to have to watch Cody cut down trees and do yard work and go on ATV rides?
Yeah. My response was, why do we care? Why do we care, Cody? Why do we care, producers? Why do we care that a tree took a few minutes longer to topple over for Cody than he hoped and expected? And so he cussed and swore at it until it finally tipped over. And he got his chainsaw blade stuck for a second.
Why is this a thing?
Why? I didn't find any good value in any of that.
Nope, absolutely not.
Maybe I missed something.
Nope, that leads us to our question of the week, which is, are we over this now? Are we over this yet, people? Do we need a season 20? Do we need more Sister Wives when there aren't any Sister Wives left? And are they going to be constantly grasping at straws? Are the producers going to be making Meri pull things out of closets to try to find some connection back to the family when she has no other connection to the family anymore? Are we going to be watching Cody and Robyn on ATV rides while Robyn cries about things that we don't think she actually cares about anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need spin-offs. Could I watch Christine
different.
And David and their life together? Maybe.
But what would...
But it's just the regular life.
Once again, it can't be called Sister Wives if they take it that direction.
No, it's true.
So either the show comes to an end or something drastic is going to happen, like Cody getting another wife. And if he does get another wife,
that's all for publicity.
Would anybody want to watch that?
Oh, I would watch it because it'd be a dumpster fire. If Cody was to start dating someone, come on, we would watch that just for garbage sake.
Do you think the show could convince him to do something like that? I don't think that
I don't know if
would
would he want to give up the paycheck of Sister Wives though?
That's a good point.
That's the thing.
At this
point, when it comes to money, what are they gonna do? Do they have enough now that they could stop the show and they'd be fine? Or is that his main source of income? And if they're like, we need something crazy, let's go this direction with it, would they do it?
He already admits that he can't bear not having attention he loves getting all the attention. So if he lost his publicity in his show, you know, would he be able to survive such horror and pain?
I don't know. So what do you guys think? Are we done with Sister Wives collectively as a we? Or which type of spin-off would you want to watch most?
Yes.
Let us know.
Let us know what you think. Thank you all so much for being here with us, and we look forward to talking with you soon.
Talk to y'all soon.